Hi, everybody. It is Radleigh here with your angelic weather report for July 28th through August 3rd. Now, this week we are working with Angel Wisdom Tarot cards for the main part of our angelic weather report. And we are also working with Angel Tarot cards, the very first deck I ever created. And that's our support archangels, the archangels that are helping to support us through whatever situation might be happening for us that's giving us a little bit of challenges. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards and see what's going on right now. Um, so the cards that we have here in copper, these are the ones that are from Angel Wisdom Tarot cards, and the ones in blue in the back, those are the Archangel Support cards. So the first card that we have here is Seven of Water. So Seven of Water is a card where we're having a very difficult time making decisions, making choices. With this particular card, we might be having trouble making choices either because we can't stop procrastinating or overanalyzing. Maybe we're in a situation where we are having difficulty getting clarity on what we want. You just can't seem to move forward. There's too many options. Now, this card also has the side meaning of addiction. So if addictions are showing up through you or someone else in your life, then this reading is indicating that situation for you. So the card that we have here next is the Sun card. The Sun card is one that is ruled by Archangel Uriel. Uriel is the archangel that brings us epiphanies, that brings us brilliant ideas, helps us to emotionally heal, and helps us to do to transform our lives, which is great from the standpoint of any of those things that are there. An epiphany can be great if you're having a hard time making a choice. So the next card that we have here is the Queen of Air. I love the Queen of Air. It's probably my favorite court card. The Queen of Air is brilliant and experienced and humorous and judgmental. She helps us to release situations that are no longer serving us. She's always able to see the humor in difficult situations. She has a tendency to focus on career, and it can represent someone that's divorced or unmarried. Now, the card supporting us in all of this is, oh, that's perfect, is Haniel. Haniel is the archangel of women's issues, but also our psychic abilities. And so we've got a very powerful duo here. Here we have the powerful duo of Queen of Air, who is intellectually brilliant and capable of being able to help us in so many ways to make decisions and to rely on our wisdom, but Haniel that helps us to rely on our spirituality and our intuitive gifts. So if we turn our attention back to the cards and look at card number 3, the next one we have here is King of Water. What an interesting combo to show up with the Queen of Air. And we're going to look at that a little bit more here. But the King of Water is trustworthy, honorable, devoted, but a little cautious. This is somebody you can totally trust. This is a situation you can totally trust. You are asked to display your emotions and to trust the emotions that come to you from someone else. And one of the things that I think that's really interesting here is if we look at these two cards together, we've got the Queen of Air and the King of Water sitting back to back. They are not seeing eye to eye. So here we have the possibility that maybe in our inability to make decisions or places in which we are constrained by other things, we are torn between the intellectual and the emotional. These two things are not working together. They are at odds with one another. And so that is another element of the reading to keep in mind. Who is helping us with the King of Water? Well, none other than Archangel Raphael, which makes sense. Archangel Raphael is the archangel of physical healing, but even as well, he is this archangel that is the archangel of the heart. He's a matchmaker. He's a traveler, but this card has a lot of that says make your decisions from your emotions. So if we look at just where we are so far, I think what we're getting here is this desire. We can't make a decision. Maybe it's because we're trying to make it with our mind, while the cards are saying, no, 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 make the decision with your heart and your spiritual gifts, with your intuition. Our last card here is Five of Earth, Five of Earth. So Five of Earth is where our thoughts have gone negative on us and they are not helping us one bit. This is where we have fear surrounding money, where we're feeling challenged, and we have to reach out to others for assistance. Helping us with this particular card is Jeremiah. Jeremiah is the archangel of forgiveness, but also the archangel that helps us to review our lives to be able to make really good decisions. So we've got a really nuanced, really in-depth reading this week that's really saying, God, there's a lot going on inside. Internally, our introspection is maybe getting in the way of things. We're trying to make decisions, we're trying to make choices, but we're trying to do it with our mind, when everything here is indicating you should be doing it with your spiritual gifts, with your intuition, and with your heart. And when you can't get totally snagged in all of that, then you get into a place where you go negative and then you're really not getting anywhere. So this is a week to be very awake, very, very awake, to be aware, to be focused on what is going on around you, but more so what is going on within you. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pick up these cards and I am going to, what I want you to do is I want you to stop and think. If you were sitting across from Rad right now at my desk in my home, and you were thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, I want to get a reading from Rad. And here's the question I'm going to ask. What question would you ask me? And so what I'm going to do is I have a set of cards here that are the major arcana of Archangel Power Tarot cards and Angel Tarot cards blended together. And I'm going to shuffle those. And that's going to be the card from which your answer comes. So you think about it. What question would you like to ask me if you could get me to pull a card for you on anything that was on your mind? So think about that while I shuffle. Okay. So let's take a look at what we have here. So I want you to think, do you feel drawn to card number one as the answer to your question? Do you feel drawn to card number two? Do you feel drawn to card number three? Or do you feel drawn to card number four? Okay. So if you feel drawn to card number one, then you've got Archangel Jophiel and the ego card. So this is basically saying to you that your mind is too caught up in the material, that you are feeling a sense of entrapment when really that is not what is happening here. Being overly focused on stuff instead of thoughts, and that your negative or fear-based thoughts are getting in your way. Jophiel is the perfect archangel to help you with that. She is the archangel of faith. She's the archangel of positivity, of uplifting our thoughts and helping us to be able to get done what we need to get done. If you felt drawn to card number two, then here is Jeremiah, that same card again showing up for you. Renewal. This is a time for you to be focused on your life and what it is you want to get out of life. Looking at the past, looking at the present, and determining where you want to go from here. We are asked to review and to evaluate and to try to stay positive. We've got a lot of concerns about being negative this week. It's about staying in a positive place and realizing that it is time to move in a new direction. Here from Archangel Power Tarot cards, we have the Emperor and Uriel. Uriel showing up for us again. The Emperor is a card that talks about stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. The Emperor is a card where we're asked to get organized, to get structured, to have discipline, to do things in the right way. And in doing so, things go well for us. And finally, Leap of Faith. This is a card in Angel Wisdom Tarot cards. It's called the Dreamer. In traditional tarot, it's the Fool. I never liked that because I don't think that's appropriate. But this card talks about believing in yourself and listening to your heart and doing what gives you joy. That's my boy Jace right there. And he is here to say, let's go have fun. Let's take a leap of faith. Let's go do the big, exciting, and bold thing. So there you have it. There you have your angelic weather report for July 28th through August 3rd. You've got your personal cards of the week. So if you are fascinated by cards, if you're really interested and you're kind of like looking at this and watching me do this and go, oh my God, I want to know how to do this. How do I do this? How do I do readings? How do I read with cards? Well, I'm going to be doing a free 3-part series with Hay House, my publisher. And that is going to be starting very, very soon. And if you would like to be a part of that, if you want to be a part of this free 3-part series that I am doing in conjunction with my publisher, Hay House Publishing, a division of Random House Penguin, then you can sign up for that by going to radleighvalentine.com/CATR. Again, that's radleighvalentine.com/CATR. I hope to see you there. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great week. Do not second guess yourself. Do not go negative. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to your emotions. That's the ticket this week.